Welcome back to Cafe Honesty. I'm Ebony Williams.
I'm Alicia Lilly.
And if you think we look extra sexy today, honey, it's because we do. What are we talking about today?
Fun stuff, hot stuff.
Sex stuff.
18 plus.
18 plus sex stuff. Shout out to everybody who follows us on Instagram at Cafe Honesty, who's been answering these questions. It's been a lot of fun. And I hit you up about this because of the amount of people wanting to talk about Lori Harvey's sex count or her body
count.
And I'm like, should that really matter? Like, I understand why it matters, but does it really? Do you care?
No, I don't. No.
Do you prefer them?
So unless there's some sort of major problem, issue, like disease,
Yeah,
something that's carried on,
yes,
I don't think it matters. And I actually feel like it's better to have a little more experience.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to.
I'm like, it's definitely nice to have a lot more experience and to have a little more experience. Not saying you have to smash a whole bunch of people. Like, I was having sex with this one guy on and off for 6 years, just that one person. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of sex,
Yeah.
but just one person. But if you have more than one person, be safe. So I feel like it doesn't matter. So we took it to Instagram. Again, follow us at Cafe Honesty here. And of course, us individually, you'll see it coming up throughout the, yes. So we asked, does your partner's sex count matter? And surprisingly, 2 girls answered and the rest were men. The men didn't care.
No.
The girls kind of cared.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting because it seems like the guys are a lot more vocal
I
about.
know, because they definitely have been with this
That's
instance
it.
with her. It's like, it's a lot. So I'm like, I don't know if they were just saying that just to kind of be cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like they care, but they just don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Just no.
Because if I know, I'm not going to mess with you. Like, I don't want to know your body count. I can't do that. But they're like, I think mainly because one of my guy friends said that he doesn't care because he doesn't want to have to expose himself.
Right.
So he makes it a point to try not to care about his partners.
I think if you're getting into like a serious relationship, it's probably only necessary to talk about the big relationships in the past.
Mhm.
Otherwise, the in-betweens.
It doesn't matter. Like, if you're engaged or if you're married, those are things to talk about. If you just randomly had a whole bunch of flings, I'm not sure that's really not necessary.
Just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. So if you care, video edit boost. If you care about your partner's body count, I know we did this. Yes, we want to know because we will circle back around to it. Go ahead and shoot us an email, cafehonesty@gmail.com, or hit us up on Instagram.
We want to know why you care.
And what about this double standard? So, is it? Because we were just talking about this. Double standards in the bedroom.
And so I said, well, what is a double standard in the bedroom? And you gave me an example.
Fellatio. Are we still calling it that? Women were like, there's definitely double standard because women go down on men. Men don't go down on women. I don't know who they've been with. But they're
That's just a no. That's a no.
Nothing's happening if you're not revving me up. Because
I think the way it should go in the bedroom is absolutely the women should be pleased first because at the end of the day, the man's going to get...
He's going to get his. You are going to get yours no matter what. We aren't. Majority of the time, we're not. So
and it just works better that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, sex will be better for you that way. I believe you should be a champion too. If you want her to go down on you and you don't want to go down on her, then I think you should just not be mad if she doesn't go down on you. So I do believe there's a double standard in the bedroom when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And what about the pressures? I was watching this Red Table Talk on Amber Rose, and she was talking about sex pressures and how even in relationships, she's kind of felt pressured to have sex with her partner because it's like they would do so much for her. So even if she wasn't in the mood, she felt like...
There's definitely that.
Yeah, like, he's already naked. He rips his pants off. Should I do this? I'm like, I didn't think about it. I'm like, there is.
Yeah. There absolutely
There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Especially for the woman. Like, I think, tend to feel sad for you if you're already, like, naked and we don't want to. So most of the time, some women just do it.
I think
have
it
you
should
just
be
done
an
that?
even playing field.
Yeah.
Otherwise, someone's going to be mad at the end of the day.
If you're fucking with me, it's always going to be you. You're going to be mad at the end of the day because I'm not going to do what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite questions, can you turn a hoe into a housewife? drink. Ozzy, as you take your drink to that. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
I would like to say yes, but at the same time, it depends on the person because
some hoes want to be
there's
hoes.
definitely a no in there.
Oh yeah,
A big no.
I believe you can if that's what they want.
Yeah, they have to.
Because a lot of people don't want. They want freedom.
Yeah.
I say you can turn a hoe into a housewife. It might take a while to break his or her habits because men, y'all some hoes too.
God, that's such a
like
I know there's people that are just hard no.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's never gonna happen for you. Like I know a few that are no's.
But no, if someone's committed and they've made up their mind,
you can do it. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife? Have you turned a hoe into a housewife?
Are you a hoe that turned into a housewife?
Do you want to be turned into a housewife? You want that life, but still have your life? You know what I'm saying? We need to know. Hit us up on. You can hit us up on our private Instagrams for that. Go ahead and follow us here. And I love this one. Guys wanted to know: does size really matter, or is it the motion of the ocean? Both.
Size matters.
Size matters.
Sorry, guys.
As a openly, happily bisexual woman.
I feel so
Size
shallow
matters.
saying that. Oh, and it's such a...
It matters.
It does matter.
Here's why it matters. Because I'm with a girl, I get to pick my size, my color, whatever I want. So I have options. And if with a man, I get brown and that's it. Like that's what I get in a certain size. It's just one color. It's not as fun as what my options are.
It's
otherwise.
Definitely a mixture.
Yeah.
It has to be. Oh, yeah.
There's a perfect... Now, I forgot. Okay. V. I'm not going to say your full name. V asked me this. So she said, okay, size and motion of the ocean. She says girth versus length. What do you prefer?
Oh, my God.
I was like, I didn't think about that one.
Oh,
you don't want a skinny noodle.
No.
That hurts.
No.
Skinny noodle hurts.
God,
A thick bone hurts. Right, like, I don't know.
Girth. But you don't want
You don't want too much. You don't. I've never given birth, and I don't want to possibly feel like I am. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want. Oh.
It kind of sucks because, girls can...
Shapeshift.
Yeah,
shapeshift.
I was looking for what's the word? I don't know. And I just feel like it's unfortunate. But
It so is, because poor guys. Y'all gotta pump and take some pills or just be satisfied with whatever you have.
There's just other ways.
There are other ways, but that way is closed for me, if you know what I'm talking about. We can't, that way is not happening. Okay.
But each to their own. There are women out there that have different opinions and needs.
And I want to know, I talk about this with my guy friends. Can you really tell? Because guy friends always talk about it, if a girl was loose or whatever, can you really tell? I don't know what that consists of, because they've always had all these horror stories, and I feel like they're just trying to match horror stories with each other. So can you really tell if she's not right?
And
if that
I
makes
wonder
sense.
all bodies are different, and I don't want anyone to feel bad.
I don't want you to feel bad, but we're being honest and real. These are real things that have come up on our Instagram, and the good thing I'm not reading some responses because people would have their feelings hurt. This would possibly be taken down on YouTube. But I'm just it's so interesting. I love having sex conversations with people, especially couples, because it's usually one of them is holding back while the other one is so elaborate, and their partner's thinking about that life.
So let's hear from the guys that have been with women that have had kids and haven't had kids, and what's
is there a difference
there?
Is there a difference, and what's the difference? I would like to know, and all of our other ladies like to know. Aussie would like to know all the good stuff. Tell us. Okay, does sex on the first date cancel somebody from being in a relationship with them? Mainly guys. If you have sex with a girl on the first date, does that cancel them from being in a relationship? What do you think they said?
I think all of these questions are surrounded by big myths.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a stereotype for all of these questions.
Yes.
And we think that this is the answer, but at the end of the day, no.
95% of men on my Instagram said no, it does not. If they've had sex with you on the first night, it doesn't cancel you. Now I know 2 people who had sex on the first night and in high school, and they're still married.
Yeah,
like they're married with like 3, 4 kids. It's beautiful.
You kind of want to know what you're getting into and what you know.
You test drive a car before you buy it. So if you want to do that same to your stick shifts, I completely understand.
Yeah.
Like I'm not hating. I feel like everybody should do whatever they want to do as long as they are safe about it. That's all I care about, because there's a lot of shit out here.
Whatever feels right in the moment.
Let your freak flag fly, baby. And enjoy it. Do it for you, though. If you want to have all this sex in the world, make sure you're doing it because you like it, not to just try to get attention from a man, not just to try to get somebody to like you. Do it because you're in control of it. That's basically all I gotta say. Yeah. And then, so tell me about Harvey, but then you also told me about it, and I forgot, but the gang does an annual sex list like it's Christmas. So he tells you who he's had sex with for some reason.
Did you pull it
Why?
up? Did you rate it?
No, I don't want to read it.
The only thing that stuck out to me was that Kim and Chloe are both on the list.
Yes. But that was, because we know publicly that I think he used to do, like, talk to Chloe. I think that was one of the public things. But I wouldn't be surprised because most of them circle the men.
Yeah.
Like, they just all date each other, which is very weird.
Sisters, the one.
Yeah. It's very weird. I don't know. Well, they both are also two. One's really tall. One's really short. Like, they're two very.
His list is very diverse.
Yeah,
I can say.
I'm not surprised. Do you have a sex list? I feel like you should. Do you have a sex list? Do you know all your partners?
What?
Do you know all your partners?
Yes.
See, I know all my partners. Like, do you have a sex list? Do you rate your sex list? I know people who rate their sex list. That's a lot of energy.
That's just, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down now. Like you have too much time on your hands.
Like, you need more sex if you're able to sit there and remember, like, how it was and rate it. I feel like don't do that. But if you have a sex list, do you have a sex list? I hope you keep track. You should keep track of what's going in and out of your body. If you don't keep track, be safe. Don't feel body shamed or anything like that by listening to this video. It's just always fun to talk about sex, and it's always fun to get a little cute and talk about sex.
I feel like I've sipped a lot during this.
You sipped, which is why I just was like, next question. Oh my God. Sex stuff. Oh, sex horror stories.
Oh,
a few people answered the sex horror stories. Oh, somebody told me that their sex horror story, and they end up turning into like actually embarrassments, not necessarily horror stories. So someone sent me a message saying that he had sex with a white girl the first time and only time, and she told him you could have been more black in the bedroom.
That's so fucking awkward.
And I was like, what does that? And then I was sitting there thinking, and I wrote him back, and I was like, did she want you to hit her? And then his next response right after me was, she wanted you to be really physical. I was like, yeah, some people are into BDSM and not smack on the butt, but like smack on the face, like more choking and rough. But that's not a black thing. Like in the bedroom, that's just a rough thing. If that's what you like, I think you should tell your partner what you like. Not insult them by being like, you're not black enough in the bedroom. It's because you've had people beat your ass in probably illegal ways that you thought was sexy. Doesn't mean that he's gonna do it. Someone else said whiskey dick. They had, whiskey, which means, if you get a little too lit, you can't perform. That happens a lot. One of my sex horror stories, it's not really a horror story, but it's funny. This guy, he's like, yeah, about to do it. And then he gets undressed and I look at it and I laugh so hard.
Oh my God.
It wasn't small. It was ginormous. I was like, where are you going with that? Like, we had a full 10-minute discussion on why that's not going inside of me. I was like, first of all, you're not ruining my life and my lady.
Oh my God. I actually have one. I was like, I'm not going to participate in this thing. But I actually had a conversation maybe yesterday. Yeah. I'm not going to say any names. Don't worry. I'm not going to call you out. But yes, this guy had a girl message him like, remember that time when you broke my... And I was I didn't laugh. I was like, okay, that's
That
a bit
hurts.
like.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, the context behind it was actually that they got a hotel. They were dating at the time. And he like bruised the inside. Like they were going so rough. They went to the hospital afterwards and she was in pain.
Sex sent me to the ER. They are legit a sex sent me to the ER.
I was like, okay, that gives some context behind.
Oh my god. Also, fellas, this whole rabbit thing, like when you guys do that, that's not it. Don't be going all thumper and shit. Now stop watching porn. Porn, I think, ruins
unrealistic expectations.
Getting pretty hot in here. This wine is pretty nice, and we look really good.
This conversation.
I gotta say, this conversation is nice. I'm Ebony Williams. You can follow me here.
I'm Alicia Lily. You can follow me here.
And next time on Cafe Honesty, we got a lot more stuff to do, as well as revealing some amazing mugs. We have mugs. See you next time.
Cheers.